when I talk about asking for help, I think one of the greatest relationship we've had this year, especially with Kamle, we can ask each other for anything. And we've learned there's a boundary. Like there's past 200 I miss with shield. Like literally, we never ask each other do to make past 200. Let's say pants, that's a different.
Tuso kushuka.
Yes, we don't ask each other for
forget
that
about
money.
it.
Like how what tutajua venye tutalipana, because at the end of the day
nitakosa so nitakuitisha.
we need each other's presence every day, number one. Sometimes you might have it, sometimes I don't. It's just how we like. That's one of the things I've learned to ask for. So be back kuliza by the way usaidizi, but like what I say, learn to pay back too, because kuna mazoea, kuna watu kuzoea pia. Aitishangi anakwanga tu sawa, unajua. Also mtu just pay your bill because they literally have an extra. Even if they have an extra, it's because it was for that time. But it comes a time where that the other person you also borrowed from or asked help from, they need, or they're also in need, they have things to tackle. But hey, debt, I believe, is a normal thing. It shouldn't be taken like it's a big deal. It's a normal thing, and especially feel like for us, for me, looking at the generation I've grown up in, we've been raised in debt, literally. Like wazazi kuchukua loan, kutusomesha, kulipa rent, kutengeneza biashara. We've grown in a literally generation of debt. So for me, I don't take it like a big deal, like asking people for help or having a debt of someone, so long as I'm gonna pay it back. And also I believe communication is important, you know, because there is like kama shona amesema kusahau, but there's where you remember then you don't instantly have the money, literally. But once you see the situation, you like ndaku sort. So long as you keep it in mind and keep your promise too, that's important.
Because me, I'm a really bad person when it comes to debt.
we know, we don't need to explain.
I tell you, mimi kwanza, I'm a bad debtor. Okay, that's why like me, nisahau.
Creditor or debtor?
Ukiniambia idei, tafadhali ikuyo day. Na kama una ucommunicate, juu niko tu na wewe hivi. Usemi chochote na hiyo siku inapita inaniwasha. Unaget inaniwasha, just say it, because I'm expecting you just to communicate and say check it, but ikifika hiyo day imepita, alafu nakupeanga like 2 days. The third day is animeja. Because why you not saying? Why you not saying check it? Hiyo siku imefika, because me that's how I'll work if I don't have. Also like nimelearn something how to like crack that. Mambo yenye watakuna wenye ukiomba kama pesa za 3,000 wanakupeanga hivyo. Ndio mimi kuna some what I do, atakupea instead of kukomba debt. Tumia hiyo atakutumia. That's how you crack it. Crack that system.
Unajua
if you have
mtu anakaa na deni yako for so long inabidi muombe deni.
Nataka watu kama hao
crack them. Ni
kuna watu kama sijui pesa ngapi.
Watu washakira
ile dorada nini ya bro seti ni pesa.
Kuna watu wenye watakupea hiyo na hata feel. Una get like
tax bracket.
Yeah, it depends na tax bracket. So that's what I'm saying. Kuna mtu nikimuomba hata 150 na regesha. Unaelewa? But kuna mse mwenye nikiambia nipe najua hata tainiomba hata tutaiongelea na the next day taongelea tu vitu vingine super different. So mimi nimelearn ku crack your system.
Mimi siko baya.
Instead of going to
nipe tu hata si deni nipatie.
I feel like one thing I've learned when it comes to debt, again I'm gonna repeat, relationship is important. Nani umejenga relationship na yeye, and out of that actually it's either beneficial or disadvantage, but it should be a beneficial to you, because kuna mabeshte again wa kuelewa na kuna wao unasema kuna wakupost kwa status, kuna there are those who are easy to let go. They're like this is not tunaweza kuisha within even few hours. Una get
wait, you said something. Kwani wazazi ukichukua pesa kwao kuna kurudisha?
Nasema crack your system. You don't
mimi sijawahi omba mzazi pesa na nikarudisha. By the way,
so crack the system.
Na tuheshimiane wewe kurudisha pesa yako. Mimi mtoto wa nani?
Come on. Funny thing for me is not even
mimi wako, pesa ni yako. So, or you're saving. However, I don't really believe in savings. But so save. So let's assume umesave, imefika do fulani. Then mtu nakwambia, hey, simsaidie 50k. And it might be family, it might be your brother, your best friend, your cousin, your co-worker, your mom. And because you have it, unapeana. and she was talking about how that type of culture will leave you
Broke.
and without any rainy day fund, because you are a rainy day fund to others. So, and she said when you get a check or when you start saving, have a goal in mind. Like, I'm saving to do this.
I'm happy to remember
You
that.
get, yeah, I pay attention. I have this, my brain will absorb information even when I'm not paying attention, and then I'll review it later and I'll be like, yeah. But after your secret, I was really quiet paying attention. After you little the other one, yeah, that one I can't pay attention. I'm like, my God, yeah. So, but it's a philosophy I've put since that time into action, and I actually see more results out of my money, because I am not good with unplanned money. Tutaenda Mombasa.
It's really,
Sai.
you know, it's really important, Kamlesh, because kunadi apps, like if you've seen apps,
Yes, saving apps.
So like they tell you,
Yes.
save for this.
True.
So uko na different things that you want to achieve. So you have different. So if you're saving for a trip, unaeka a trip, una save for that. So you just put hata kani 150 bob, it goes, then it's locked and it can't come out. Like si zile za kutoa overnight. Mpaka period yenye umesema unataka kuisave. Even the like Chums works so well, and it's for people who are starting. Like the Chums, like the app Chums is like a small money banking app, and it's really important. And just Ivy like is really, shout out to her accolades, because anafunza
just
watu.
Ivy, that's her name.
Because anafunza,
Yeah,
anafunza.
Ulisema?
We said it.
Oh, yeah.
Because like anafunza watu from start. Like if you listen to her podcast, she's been doing it for years. From mtu mwenye anaanza kuando leo.
Yes.
Like literally to somebody who is like, so if you're a starter, if you're a starter of saving, you go to a first podcast, uko chini, and then you grow with her, because she's like growing with people and everything, and she's just teaching, even like she's teaching about how these banks have offers and good offers that you might not know, you might be judging and look
You
at,
can save
oh, this
outside.
can also come wanakujadi na nini programs of
Saving
watu
outside
do,
your country, you can save in banks in other foreign countries.
And that is something I wanted to touch on as well, that I feel our generation is sorely lacking. I will not get tired of saying this. Okay? We need to stop creating relationships, na hizi loan shark apps, and create relationships with banks.
Come on.
Strong financial institutions. Okay? Because sometimes these apps are wash. Okay? They literally are here.
Money like that.
Yeah, they are literally made by entities or personalities that want to wash money so that their money can look legal. Because if they lend, and I know I have friends who are in fintech. It's called fintechs.
Okay. But there's so many of them.
Yeah, these lending apps is in a try to incorporate fintech, and it's because there is more people making illegal money that need to process their money legally.
Yes.
So what they do is, I might lend this mwezi, I lend 10 million.
Okay.
But on the books it's 45. Okay? Because I need to safisha pesa kwa book.
Yeah.
And then E35.
The books is 45.
Yeah.
But
E35.
it's 10 million you've given out.
Yeah. E35, how we bank it, ni repayments of existing loans, because most people don't pay back easy loans, by the way.
True, they changed the car lines and everything.
And they are actually not waiting for you to pay them. When they lend them, sawa, and that's why most times in a chiki they never lend past a certain amount.
How do they know your limit?
See, they check your number one current credit score, courtesy of your ID number. You know you have a credit score.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, there is this body metro something that calculates your credit score. Like in Kenya, you can know your credit score, and even if you go to get banks from loans, they will actually check your credit score, your ability to pay, how much money do you bring in, how long will this take. And I am a very big advocate for actually creating relationships with financial institutions.
Very important.
They have so many amazing services. Like,
Conferences.
and I firmly believe really kwa maisha kuomoka bila deni ni ngumu.
Yeah?
Apparently they're
Why?
saying the rich people live on loans.
Yeah.
Unaweza muona like
Why should I spend my money and I can use your
unaweza ona
money?
like
Not all of them, right?
Like not all of them, but
Yeah.
most of them, most close to like 100%. Ni wameka do in. Hawana cash flow. Eco.
So what happens?
What is it called when you don't have a cash flow but it's in?
You have assets but you're not liquid.
Yeah, the liquidity ya eco.
So here's how they do it most
I disagree
times.
with 100% first.
It's not 100%,
Yeah.
but you see, big business or even most SMEs, they don't operate on money in bank.
Yeah.
They operate on money able to get out of bank. Those are two very different statements. Like, I can have 100,000 in the bank, but here plus, let's assume it's my own personal account, here plus my overdraft inaweza kuja 350. So my operational money is 350,000.
Okay.
So, but how overdrafts work is if you're overdrawn on your account, pesa ikiingia tu inakulwa immediately. Like, they just, ni kama kuload credit. Kama wanakudai so uload chwani, hiyo chwani imeenda, hata haiko, ni pesa yao. So like that's overdrafts. But then there is, especially when you have like a stable job and you're a young person, let's assume a civil servant, a teacher, a nurse, a doctor, a journalist. Okay, number one, when it comes to money, go get you a good bank. Actually, good banks, like 5.
Yes.
Okay, you need 5 accounts with different entities, minimum. All these accounts are for different things, and you operate on each account depending on what you want to do. There is banks that are good ukitaka kuanza biashara. There are banks that are good for personal loans. There are banks that have a good
For
mortgage.
women, Kenya women, please.
There are banks that have a good mortgage bill. Like if you want, like especially here, if you're in your 20s, early 30s, you have a stable job, a stable business, and you're still renting a house, stop it. Go get a mortgage. Go build a house. Okay? And if your business is stable enough, trust me, your person alipanga rent tu ndio utakuwa unalipa mortgage. Literally.
Right.
And you're in a much better position psychologically to plan yourself for the future. You see, and this is where, due to lack of knowledge, you see our generation not creating relationships with strong financial institutions. Because perception, wamechochwa. Because there was a campaign a while back, I feel like 8-9 years back.
Run on a bank, on a loan.
Yeah, about 9 years back, there was a campaign discrediting banks in favor of loan apps, if you all remember. And in our last presidential elections, our president tried to create a financial lending app for all Kenyans.
Tunathreateniwa kila siku.
You get?
Hadi wa leo.
They are literally, and the rates za kuchukua kwa hawa watu na ukienda kwa bank uko like, mbona sichukui pesa kwa bank?
Inaongezeka.
That's why you have more loan sharks in neighborhoods. When the pawn shops, go sell your items.
Oh, that's why they
Hizo loan sharks ndio wakishikana kadhaa wanawaekea app.
Yes.
Sasa mnaanza hawako limited just because you're in Rongai at you tunakula pesa ya Rongai hapana. And then once they do that, they go look for the corrupt individuals, the politicians, the parastatal heads, the, you know, watu procurement.
Okay.
Tutaka kuball in Kenya, surveyor ama procurement.
Got it.
Mwezi moja. X6 mwezi moja. Yeah, especially in government, you're like a different beast. But yeah, like it's such an interesting phenomenon to see how young people have a very different relationship with financial institutions. And then when you look at where we come from, like we were raised off of.
If you're business, you're sure your business is gonna bring this amount, they can actually tell the type of loan they can give to you. So they come and check mko na nini, kama ni gari, nyumba inakaa aje, nini ziko ndani, just in case, and then they come and then you're given the loan. So mimi your trauma, like literally, ilikuwa inanisumbua, nasema kila mtu anasomanga na loan ama sisi peke yetu.
No, it's a lot of Kenyans.
Yeah, so when I hear like loans, niko too like, I don't want that. And sometimes my mom even still tries to advise me, even when I was going, go back to school, take a loan, go for whatever, start this, do this, back. And stuff like that. But mimi sasa yo trauma niko nayo. I feel like a lot of people might have had it. I don't think I'm the only one with that, because I feel like that is also another reason as to why watu wengi pia wataki loan. So mimi niko like, man, Mr. Kangi kushuka maisha ya
so
libanga. Like when I gonna just have like you're always living, because sisi likuanga tu, man, niko na loan almost all my adult life.
It's traumatizing before you take over country. It's traumatizing, and that's what I'd say on what you said. Most of even the rich people are living on loans, whether you like it or not. Like kuna places inafikanga do zako zitakuwa too fucked up, and this is life. Not everything is straight. All people to always understand that shit. Not everything is straight. You think you have it together until you don't have it together. Hata kama uko na dongapi kwa bank. One thing I've learned, especially when it comes to sickness, health is one of the things that you have to do.
It's real well.
So don't give a shit how much you have on the bank account or how much you gonna make. And even sometimes you get sick, companies even fire you. They don't give a shit your position.
Exactly.
No one is gonna save that job space for you because you're sick, literally. But I am to mwingine and their company moves on. You keep on dealing with your health issues, which requires so you see harambee zitakuja. Naona utakuwa una rescue na harambee sijui nini. Like I feel like until it hits you, literally understanding what Shimani is talking about, the trauma. No one lives straight. Utafika mali literally finances situations zitakugonga, pia wewe utajua, understand kwamba deni ni nini. Being patient, or people being patient with you, and vice versa, literally. Why you have to go back to people and ask for help. Because personally, relating to what the trauma Shimani is talking about, ours was also very bad. So for me, nimetoka kwa nyumba ya mamangu. We also live in a very cute bed sit. I'd call it very cute because of the decoration, because nyumba ni vya utapanga. So for me, that was really cute. We took a very peaceful house to our old 2-bedroom. That is chaotic. But iko na kunguni, bro. Alafu ceiling ni easy. Unajua hizi ceiling venye yani they can store kunguni for days. Good. You can kill, but ziko kwa viti, ziko huku, ziko national. We used to chinda tumechoma maji moto every weekend because the dawa was not working. Only to realize actually it was the whole building, not our house problem. No. Hapo ndo leo nilitufikisha. We live in a very bad, like a very bad situation. I wonder actually venye mgongangu ilipona. Nilikuwa na marks za kujikuna na kumana kunguni. Juu nashanga tu the whole night. And ile ulali, and it led us to literally selling amazing furnitures we really had, because he had to repay back the loan he had. And this is because of school fees, because you have to maintain the business you have. Sometimes nafikanga especially if you're an entrepreneur, you have a business, and sometimes business inafanga mali stagnant. It doesn't move the same way maybe you started, or maybe kuna mali itashika, kuna mali itaslow down. The environment changes. Exactly, due to the economical status of the country. Because kama tumetoka tu kubai mboga sasa, umesikia kuna mama ametoka kusema hapo kazi ni kumekauka. It's December for you kusikia kumekauka. Chakula anasema kumekauka, and it's December because right now people are supposed to be buying food, stocking food, because it's almost festival season. This coming Friday is actually a holiday where most of the people probably watapatana na mafamilia, whatever. So stock up of food is supposed to be a lot. But the fact that mama mboga anasema kumesota na watu wanafaa kubai mboga every day, nyanya and everything, that shows you a lot. So it gets to a point where the inflow of the income of your money, like you said, unapata more is going out than what is coming in. It takes you back to the banks, literally. You go borrow a loan to sustain your business, because also rent huwezi lipa school fees, you have to rely on that loan system.
Yeah.
So haiko hivyo straight venye watu wafikiria.
And that's
Life
true.
itakugonga utashangaa.
But also we do have people who actually plant themselves in regards to
Utajipanga
financial
ikugonge.
freedom,
Yeah.
and they're actually living all well because they've planned for the rainy days.
You see,
That's
again,
my perspective on that.
that's true. That's true.
I know people like that.
You see, again, like all of you are correct, and it's all different perspectives. But here's the thing. You see, our generation. I have a friend of mine, Nijirani Ata, and it was about some 2 months ago back. He was showing me how alijenga. Actually, ndio anaendelea kumaliza kujenga. He thought it was a mortgage. It is not.
Ile kiza kubwa fulani.
Ile nakwambia.
fulani. I remember you
Like
showing us that house.
that man has built the best house
And how did he do it?
in the court. So here's how they did it. And by the way, his entire friend group, wote wanajenga sahi simultaneously. So this is what they did. They started a chama, okay, and then they grew the chama, the savings, and then they formed a circle,
Nice.
okay. Then they started admitting people into the circle. Then they went to the bank as a circle and got loans as the circle. Now they keep giving dividends back, and they keep repaying the loan to the circle as per circle rates. And since the circle is healthy, the circle is repaying the bank loan very comfortably. So they never ever deal. So sahi, what he's saying is, hii nyumba zao ziko owned by hiyo circle yao,
Right.
which they run.
Right.
But wakimaliza loan, circle inarudisha title deeds back to them, where they've created a financial institution that covers them from immediate effect of another financial institution. And that's literally how, when you form a circle,
Because that's what Kenya women also teaches people.
yeah, when you
About financial.
Inakwambia kujeni
Yes.
na chama,
Mhm.
kujeni hivi mkuje mform circle.
Yeah.
After some time do that. Because even this building, not this one, the next one,
Okay,
imejaa bank.
WFT.
Yeah, this one.
Mm.
This the other one
Right.
imebeba my bank and
Yeah.
everything. It was formed through that, like just women.
yeah,
Women who started like a chama, small chama, created a circle, did that.
Right.
And it has actually built a Stacy building yao ya kwanza.
yeah.
I love
And-
when I
and
want to
you-
like
Landlord wangu kulia hapo.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, he puts events there. The tents you see there every
Yeah.
time.
and you see,
Zile ilianza tena na I think sijui alikuwa wasichana 6.
yeah, and you see,
Yeah.
you see the good bit about this is, once you create a circle, you're just banker
A small
away.
bank.
You're just you're an investment banker away from creating an actual
An actual
bank.
bank,
Like you
exactly.
need a banker to
Right.
come in and help you raise funds and take you up the ladder,
Exactly.
and you start now banking with people. And if you understand, I feel like you all know what fractional banking is.
Yeah.
If you're a bank and you have 10 million, you basically have 100 to 50 million. And I can lend that much. I can take out that much. And it's your money, bado nakupea, by the way, as a loan. So like, when we create such institutions, we understand more how money works, because I feel like one of the things that our generation doesn't know is how money works. They know how to make money, but how to work money, they don't know. Like it's,
Yes. Keep it flowing.
yeah, it's a formula. It's a way of life, I'd say. You know, and when you talk about debt, again, going back to what Joby and Shmani were saying, there are two types of debt, you know, good and bad. So,
Expound.
good debt is debt that is self-sustaining and self-repaying.
Repairable.
That's
So,
good. Debt.
inajilipa.
Okay.
That is good debt. Like, I bet, good example. Serikali sahi inauza Safaricom shares.
Okay.
Okay? Safaricom before, but this is like debt on a higher level, wali float bond. Okay? A bond, or Kenya ili float bond on regards to like shares of Safaricom. When you do that, you're basically giving the government loan. Okay? To the government, this is a good loan. This is a green, you're green on their ledger. Because this loan will be put in the balance sheet next to Kenyan taxes. So Kenyan taxes can manage to pay for this. So we can take this because we need it now. What we need to realize is when to take a loan and when to bootstrap. Okay? And again, there is bad debt. Bad debt is when you get a loan, you don't have a plan, you misuse the money, and now the loan is being serviced out of your pocket, or you're incapable of servicing the loan. You get? Like, that's bad debt. So the relationship with
You have
debt.
to have a plan of how you're going to pay, and it has to be like, because like unapata hata the way you're saying mortgages come less. I'm just giving an example with what happened to Asia. Some people say it's a good idea. I feel it was really good. When you go, nobody goes to the bank. I've never seen mtu anaenda cheesy niende nipewe 50 million ama 5 hata tu 100k na ujibe utapata na utakimbia. Everybody is all ama kila mtu akienda eti niende tu nikwambie Kamlesh nisaidie na ama niende bank when naweza cause your friends bank. I just go to a bank and take a loan and I don't know how I'm going to get that loan. I believe
kama guarantor.
At a certain point when you go, you always have a plan. Nitapata hii na nilipe hivi na nilipe hivi.
Strategy on how you're going to
exactly.
Never get a loan for a startup, by the way. Never.
And then it goes because I was watching nimekuwa nikiwatch hii nini ya Trump. I'm cooking.
Let's talk statistics, not factuals or some.
Okay, let me tell you what I learned from it. So akaenda run business ya babake, sindio? At a certain point, it went a lot of times. Like kuna time hadi watu jinake liko all over. Like all over, but he ensured like hata kama wanasema na he kept the standard. He kept his kuna time hadi on the nini alikuwa anadanganya like a financial whatever and call watu wenye wanakuja kwa dike list. We're lying about Trump's wealth or network yake sio hiyo. So these people who give list and stuff like that realize after certain point this was not his financial advice, this was actually him. He played, alikuwa anajua kurigio system so much, he knew, and he always got his name back all the time. Like he lost everything but he got them back, and at a certain point alikuwa na live through loans. I mean, invest in like cinemas all over the world,
Investments, right?
anasema anaenda kuchukua loan to create this, and this is a billion. Everybody knows him as a billionaire. Nana do not that point. Anasema because of my name, because of maintaining that, because of the relationships and the networks, it allowed me to take even more loans because I'm Trump. So that's how he created life. Ukiangalia like venye imekuwa. So that's how he got it.
You were saying something about bankruptcy?
Because he got
Continue.
So let me put it this way. Number one, in the world of finance, perception of a reality matters. Like in business, you need people to perceive you a certain way.
That's how he did it.
Even if that's not the reality.
Exactly. That's what happened.
When they perceive you a certain way, they treat you a certain way. And then there is protection of assets. When you're in the corner with your creditors and your suppliers, okay? You file for the 11th chapter, okay? That is bankruptcy. What bankruptcy allows you to do is restructure, number one, the contracts, repayments, and everything around all the creditors and what wanakudai. Because right now you're protected. It is actually the law that protects you to make sure you're able to restructure your money. And just because you filed for the 11th chapter doesn't mean you don't have money. It means you want, most times with most wealthy people, you don't want to pay this money right now. And most wealthy people operate from trusts. Okay? So you look into my account, I don't have money. I literally don't. What about my companies? They don't have money. But I'm living well. And everything.
No more lifestyle.
Why? Because where my money is, you can't touch. Again, business is not a game of morality, no matter how much they might preach business ethics. Okay? It is a matter of ethically evading ethics.
Because like I learned that
That's why you need,
that person didn't have
yeah,
any
you need
morals,
good lawyers.
He didn't care who is losing, he just went.
You need, you need good lawyers that know how to restructure and structure your wealth. You need people around you, especially when you start making a certain type of money, and it's why you need to change. When you start making money, you need to change. You don't need to. I was telling Talk sometimes the thing that keeps people middle class is one. You do not know how to behave when you have something to lose. You know, like you've been struggling at the bottom for so long, you've always behaved like you have nothing to lose, that when you get something worth losing, you still don't understand
comfortability. I was talking about that yesterday.
Your new position. Because that's how you see new business owners getting sued na biashara imeenda. Okay? And now they have to start from scratch again. You're in business, you have a wholesale shop, and it's still a sole proprietorship. Why? It literally, if your creditors come for you, they will come for everything, including your money. Go restructure that into a company. A good example of people that realized when to elevate and when to do what was Tuskies. May they rest in peace. They started off as a wholesale. At Naivas, they were wholesalers. Okay? When they realized that they had the credit line with the banks and whatever to actually do supermarkets, they started doing so. And they restructured, because when they were doing wholesale, it was a sole proprietorship by Baba Yao. You know, all these things are literally like one dude starts and then it inaenda vizuri. Same with Nakumat. You get? They restructure these things to elevate their ability to get tax breaks and to associate with their creditors better. You get? Yeah, but on a scale of credit to credit, from bad credit to good credit, you have to position yourself in a way that makes you, is it indemnable? Like you're not directly liable.
Is it about leverage?
Yes, you have to keep your leverage up. Always structure your financial situation in a certain way that prevents you from incurring immediate wrath of business institutions. When you talk about school fees, for people who don't have kids, that are planning to get kids, okay, and you have a job, this is the time to go get that education insurance. Start paying it. When your kid goes to school, they will have choices of schools, not the cheapest school available.
People don't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. People don't
So
know.
you go get an insurance company, you do this, you pay. When you have kids, they can go to Brabant,
Come on.
they can go to any group of schools you want them to. Reason is, you've been paying school fees hata kabla uanze.
Sisi kama Gen X tumekuwa tukilipa school fees analog, so situambie.
Yeah, na ina stress aje kulipa analog.
Tunangangana nayo.
Sasa imagine kuna.
But now you wouldn't do that to your kid, because now you're learning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand what he's talking about. He's putting the sarcasm in it.
Yeah, she is. Ndio nilikuwa niseme job yako hapa hivi anabanta watu.
As I show.
Yeah, so like when you understand these.
Hey yo, that's what I'm saying. You know, the fact that sijenda kwa loan yoyote, you know, because I've told you, like, I think
but
we keep on
discipline.
Yeah, we keep on talking about the same thing, how this thing hit me, and especially at the time, thank God, I'd saved money, like literally, because I was about to make a decision. The decision I was about to make, it bounce. Then the universe just worked mysteriously. That whole money ikaenda kwa school fees. Then from there I was like, God damn, this is literally serious financial discipline I've been taught, literally, because if I didn't have this planned up, ningeenda kwanza kuomba malone, jupia mtu anani approach, anado, like, yeah, let's take the responsibility, but are you gonna help financially? Hell no, this is all on me. So kama singekuwa nimejipanga, literally ningeenda kwa loans, the same thing you've said, our parents had to go back. Kama si kuuza vitu, ingebidi tuende kwa loan. And if you can't pay it back, wakuja wachukue vitu zako, murudi tena from mmetoka one bedroom narudi ghetto. That shit is always very embarrassing, by the way. I don't know if people understand also what that does to
It's
people.
like kurudi nyuma.
Yeah,
It's
unarudi,
like being
like you're literally
auctioned.
being dragged all the way
Mentally
behind.
crazy.
Like, hey, yo, shout to me.
Yeah, but as we get to our closing remarks,
Yeah.
I have a lighter, whatever to narrate to us as we close. Who's your hottest female rapper in Kenya right now? Not in terms of looks, like who's your best female rapper?
Myself.
Let's search with the man plans.
Eh, what? Mbongi yangu tu ido.
Let's search with the man plans.
Honestly, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah? Umesema ni wewe?
Hey.
God damn.
Joe better nikushare. Guza mbona
Unaweza rap. Guza mbondo jo mwenyewe. Ni marapa mna. Niko na lyrics kwa simu yangu by this time.
shit naisha.
But I do have the lyrics still on my
Yani line ya Jovi,
Guza mbona jo mwenyewe.
Iko wapi?
That's
Yeah.
how she starts
I
her
can
band.
say Silverstone bars.
Silverstone
Yeah,
bars.
for me, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Umesema wewe?
Ah, me.
Umesema wewe?
Guza mbondo jo mwenyewe.
Silverstone bars and then
Ni marapa
Tulia.
mnakwanga wazembe.
Hey! God damn.
Tulia number 2
Tulia number 2.
and then Silverstone.
So as per
Hiyo list umeka nani?
Spotify, the number 1 is Codes.
Okay.
We have monthly listeners on Spotify. Number 1 in Kenya among female rappers is Codes. Then Mandy.
Monday,
Then
yes.
in my perception, who's supposed to be numero uno, which is Femi One.
Yeah,
Yes,
Femi One is numero
absolutely.
uno every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like she's the top-notch female rapper.
And then there is Saru number 4. Then Fena. I feel like it should be Femi One, then Fena number 2.
Right.
Fena is not active though.
Literally.
Fena is not active. So if you're talking about like active,
Active,
female,
Active,
yeah.
active.
Active,
Okay.
yes.
I feel like Femi One will always have it,
True.
and she's always had it for a long time,
Yeah.
like literally. Because she goes even back to back with men.
Mm.
Like this is an wanaitwa aje?
Underrated. Underground.
Rap battle rappers or
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Rap
Battle rappers.
She's a battle rapper.
battle rapper,
Yeah.
yeah. She came from like, and that's where how you
Competition.
know, like, yeah, she came from competition with
Yeah.
men,
Yeah.
like literally. And I feel like even this new queens know she's the mother. So for me,
Yeah.
in that list, I definitely go with the Femi. All of them, I give them accolades. They did well.
So
Plus
number-
a lot of underdog rappers, man. Shout out to
So
everybody doing amazing.
number 6 is Elsie Omeo.
Fire.
Come on, girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Number 7 is Wangeshi.
Get it.
Number 8 is Silverstone Bars.
Yes.
Or number 8.
Come on, girl.
Then number 9 is Shekina Karen, and then
Yes.
number 10 is Ashanti Bobo. And shout out to the first comment that I've seen on this. I've loved the comment imesema hii list hata hatuwezi pinga juu every Kenyan lady is a queen.
Hey,
Come
period.
on. Yes. We should
Yeah.
add Tulia over there.
You know, right?
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to the big queen Nama Nani. I saw he put her on his you were at the launch of the album.
Yes.
But yeah, your closing remarks in regards to financial literacy.
Very important education, by the way. Get yourself educated as much as you can. I always love saying, as Africans, we've not been taught that. We've not been given that space, even within our own homes, leave alone at school. Like, we've not grown up with parents. Personally, I'm going to speak for myself. I've not grown up with parents who taught me financial literacy. And until I started dealing with my own personal life, like paying bills, kujua hii na hii, kila mwisho wa mwezi nafaa ifanywe, and including also my own, because I gotta take care of myself literally. It taught me a lot. Like kuna time itakuramba, kuna time I love, kuna kitu hiyo nikumbusha, kuna time shaikula do ya rent.
How did that go?
Not so good. Then you piga mangumi like left, right, and center, because I'm like, now I have to use my salary to cover rent literally.
Alafu sasa una pesa ya salary.
Sina pesa. No.
Dominoes.
So like sometimes you also have to do stupid mistakes, which is actually allowed in life. As much as you're teaching yourself financial literacy, there are times where, as humans, again, we might live beyond our means. That is just things that happens. It's not like you intended to. It's just decisions you make. Also knowingly. It's not like you're stupid. You know the consequences of this. But it teaches you something after that, and which is actually how you plan yourself, always save yourself for emergencies. As much as Kamlesh is saying he doesn't believe in saving, emergencies are there. Personally, that's one thing I've seen. Like vitu zutoke, especially for me after I started paying school fees, I always ensure hata kama niseme nimesota, I swear. Niseme lakini
Registration.
Kwanza time shule ensure niko na do kwa account, because anytime literally for me mupigiwa hello hii inatakikana hello. And again, as much as I have someone like I said on the process who's helping, they're not helping financially, so this is all on me. So I have to go back to my account, remove the money, which is not like, this is not a business like I'm expecting anything back out of it. I'm literally investing, and like you said, you told me that literally this is an investment, and I shouldn't feel any type of way about it. So yeah, teach yourself how to package yourself, understand how to spend your money, what to save, and how to have fun at the same time. Understand the difference between everything you're doing. Literally, those are my closing remarks.
I can say we need more of financial education, because it is possible to be financially free, like 100%. Black and white, you're Tubonge.
Plan your money right at all costs. Every day you need a plan for everything. Mostly your finances. Utaki kuchizi, utaki to lose yourself. Plan your utachizi na madeni, utachizi umesota. Because me, I don't always, I tell you guys, me when I'm broke, like na si hata I'm pretending, I didn't puke.
Funny thing, I've realized I'm moody when I'm moody.
Everybody is pissed off when they're broke. I'm very petty when I'm broke.
It's just funny.
Like me, I puke napata rashes nakuwa mgonjwa, alafu na like ya ukweli, I'm not even capping, and nishajua tu hii ni usoto. So you don't want to be sick.
You're allergic to poverty.
I know. Plan your money.
Yes.
Plan your money right.
Yeah, but,
and watch a lot of financial,
please.
Informative.
Yeah,
they really help a lot. Wako wenye hadi wana relate na wewe hapa Kenya.
Yes.
If you're not getting the bigger picture, kunadi waku start. There are so many. All you have to do is go type financial literacy, information, education podcast. Ziko mingi.
Yeah. So for me, what I would say is, kuna mtu hapo muuliza kwani Diana B si rapper, but in my ni local rapper. But my closing remark is very simple. If you desire freedom, liberate yourself financially. Financial freedom is freedom. There's no other type of freedom you will ever seek in the world. If you liberate yourself, it requires financial liberation. So start there and figure out how to elevate yourself. It's been the one and only me, myself, and I, Kamlesh, the most amazing panel.
Let's set you the money plan.
And till next time, tutabonga na nyinyi, and feel free to tell us who's your hottest rapper in Kenya. And don't be afraid to
name me.
Yeah.
Me too. Come on.
And also from a body shape, who's your hottest rapper? Wake up Ochini in the comment section. Let's have a good time. Interact with us. Like, comment, whatever.
And I'll give my top 3 out of those I mentioned. Femi, Codes, Silverstone.
Okay. Your top 3 from when you mentioned?
Femi. Femi, Shekaina.
Shekina Kain?
Yeah, Shekaina.
I'm giving Codes because of how she's been going. Codes has been going hard on videos. I love the way she's exploring out of the Kenyan industry. Codes. Her videos are so like
different. Yeah.
Ona matako. Ona haga. Unaonanga tu Jamaica
Hey.
Videos for me.
Hey.
But when you talk about lyrically, hey, give one, Mayo, give Femi.
Sam.
And give Sam.
Talia.
Tiny. Oh my God.
Tiny